California's Newsom has given a hint as to what his long-term plans are for the state. He's no longer talking about temporary measures. A top Democrat said 6 words that exposed his drastic coronavirus scandal. There's a huge difference between temporary emergency powers and the normative powers that the governors of the 50 states normally have. The Constitution gives citizens the right to gather together and the right to worship. One of the great scandals of the coronavirus outbreak is governors across the country seizing on the pandemic to impose unprecedented power grabs. We've gotten better data since the lockdown started, which shows that the coronavirus death rate is not the 3% that China reported it to be. It is highly unlikely to even be 1%. The predictions of how many hospital beds would be needed were just wrong. There is still a real scientific debate about whether the lockdowns are useful, but Democrats are still continuing with the government oversight. Gavin Newsom said to the people of California that they are not going back to normal. Instead, there needs to be a new normal, until we get to immunity and a vaccine. Newsom outlined his 4-stage plan. The first step is to make essential workplaces safe. The second is to open low-risk environments like schools, daycares and toy manufacturing. Stage 3 would allow high-risk churches, nail salons and movie theaters to open, and the last step is getting back to normal. Daycares are germ factories and far more of a risk factor than most church services. But radical liberals hate religion and love their education system, where they teach increasingly radical propaganda. Officials in California are not concentrating on the most pressing problem that should be fixed, which is the fact that nursing homes are being paid by the state to take in coronavirus patients when 40% of California's fatalities have been from patients and staff in senior care centers. Department of Social Services sent out a letter to senior residential facilities offering up to $1,000 a day to take in residents suffering from coronavirus. There is an urgent need to provide housing and care for adult and senior care residents that, while positive for COVID-19, do not require hospitalization, reads the letter. In order to meet this need, the CDSS, Community Care Licensing Division, CCLD, announces an opportunity for adult and senior care licensees to assist in providing additional beds by entering into contracts with the state to temporarily house COVID-19 positive individuals in their facility. The letter continued, locking down the economy but exposing nursing homes is the height of madness. The data shows clearly that young, healthy individuals are not the people who are most at risk for this virus. Those are the people who need to be protected. Yet instead of trying to protect the vulnerable, Governor Newsom is making a power grab he's planning to extend indefinitely.